Welcome back to another Gale Bearers Repairs. Today I'm going to replace the battery on this 2017 Honda Jazz. Right, let's get on with it. To replace the battery on this 2017 Honda Jazz, you pop the bonnet and the battery is staring at you right there. So we've got to disconnect the two cables on it. There's one there to pause and then the negative, and then get this clamp off. So I'll stick you on a tripod and we'll start the job. Right, so you're not going to need much to do this job. I've got a 10mm deep socket on a screwdriver with a ratchet. So that's what I've got out of my quarter drive set. But I think by looking at this, you just need a 10mm socket. So the first job, disconnect the negative there. That's 10mm. So we just undo that nut and away it comes. We just put that out the way there. Tuck him out the way. And then we'll come here to the positive. Just undoing that nut. And away it lifts. So that's that taken care of. And then this here, I can't get this off. I've tried to get this off of camera. This plastic clip that holds the loom in place. You've got to remove it to get to the nut below. So I'm just going to cut that cable tie. And I'm just going to put one back afterwards. So I'm just going to cut him, look. Get rid of that. And then that'll enable me to rotate this off. It'll screw up. It'll screw up off the threads. So there it is. Like, it's only just a cable. It's only a cable tie, but they press on at the factory. They push in. There's probably a way you could put a screwdriver in there or something. I just can't work it out. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to cut off that cable tie. I'll put this back on after and I'll feed a new cable tie through. Right, so now that's enabled us, we've gained access, that's enabled us to get to a, can you see there, a securing nut there and there. It's just holding this clamp in place. It's just clamping the battery to the car. So we'll start by spinning these off. A little bit dry, look. I'm not sure if they got to come all the way or whether they unhook after. So I've just slackened off that one and that one, but if you look down here, I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can get it in there. So that rod, yeah, look, that rod, when you've just slackened it off there, it just slides out then. So it makes it easier for removal. And I'm guessing the same up here. Yeah, there you go. So they just unhook after you've slackened them off. Yeah, so they just unhook and then you just lift them out the way. So that's nice and easy. Nice basic job. So there it is, look. They just hook into the sides. Very basic. So now all that leaves us to do is lift the battery out. So if you take note here, the posts are that in towards the engine, facing there, and that's the negative and that's the positive. So when we refit the battery, we need a negative symbol there and a plus there, a positive. So we just lift the battery out. It's only a little baby one in these cars. That's the battery out. So this battery box is in good condition here. If your battery had leaked acid in here, get this tub out and just give it a wash down with some soapy water just to neutralize the acid. So if you've had an actual battery let go and there's acid in there, just give it a scrub up before you put your new one in. Right, so what we've got here is our new battery and our old. The information that you're interested in is this is a 45 amp hour with a 370 amp. I think that's the code cranking amp. That's its turning over power, the 370. So 45 and 370. Here we've got 45, but a 390. Yeah, see, CCA, look, code cranking amps. So this one's a 390, that was a 370. So this one's got a little bit more oomph on a cold winter morning. So this one's a little bit of an upgrade. Something you need to know. This is like schoolboy era stuff. If you're fitting a battery for the first time, these plastic caps, they've got to come off. Don't put your connections on the plastic caps because it's just not going to happen. So that's a preventative measure there for a schoolboy error. So we've got the negative post there and we've got our positive post there. Something out of interest for this battery, these are say a 15 mil diameter. This is a 15 mil diameter, but there's a sleeve on it, look. So make sure it's got a lead sleeve so it can be used for different applications. So if I take that one off, I'll show you close up. So it's just a little collar. It's made out of lead. It's very soft and malleable. And that little collar slips over to adapt it for different applications. Well, that was very local, wasn't it? Adapt it. That's me West Country there, adapt it. So it's a very narrow post there, but it needs to be that size there, as you can see. So we'll leave them on. There's one there and there was one there. I'll give them a little tap down. And that's all it needs because they'll clamp up tight in the car. So that's all we need to know. We'll slip him in now. This one's convenient. He's got a handle on the top of him, so it makes it easier. And there he is. Sat nice. Give him a little wiggle down. Make sure he's fully down. And then we'll just herc over that clamp. I left it laid as it was in the car, so I just left it there. So now I'm just bringing it back there, so I haven't got it like out like that. So we just got to go down there and herc it into the bodywork, and the same on the other side. There it goes. So that's that in. Just give him a quick spin. Just nip that one off, and then we'll just nip this one up. You don't have to really pinch this down. We're just lightly nipping it. I'm just going to go. I'm not even using the ratchet. I'm just going by hand tight here. There we go. So I'm not over tightening this. I don't want to deform this battery. It's just retaining it in place. There, that's nice. Happy with that. So that's that little part done. The next thing we've got to do is clean up these contacts here. So we'll get in there. I want to give this a spray down with some, I've got brake cleaner. I'll just give it a little brake clean down. And I'll spray up all this connection here and the same with the negative. I'll give that a clean up. May do that off camera, I'm not sure. And I'll cut back when it's all clean. Right, so I've been cleaning the terminals. Inside here is your main important part, is in there where it contacts electrically to the post. I'll just unclip this for easy access. It was just one little clip there. You pull that or push the camera each way and this slid up. So that was much better for cleaning that out. That's a nice little tip for you. So now we'll just put him back on. So I'll stick him on. So that's where, look, this adapter comes in on this particular battery. Leave that sleeve on. So now we'll just chuck him on. And then we'll nip him up. I'll have it square there with the battery just for me OCD, you know, just to keep that happy. Be down with the kids and have a bit of OCD. So just tighten him up. And then I'm going to nip this one up here with the ratchet. So it's just a firm nip. You don't want to overdo this. Just make sure it's secure, which it is. That's all we're interested in. And then we'll put on the neg. So the alarm may bleep or something may bleep now. So oh, I had a little arc there. Just a slight spark. Don't worry about that if you see that. And then we'll nip this one up. Well, that was good. No alarm going off. So he's nice and tight, he's secure, so just make sure that you grab it. It's not allowed to move. Nice. I'm just going to try the other terminals while I'm here, little connections. Make sure they're all tight. Save a breakdown in the winter. Oh, there's a wrong size. I'll do that off camera. I was just going to put a spanner on them, make sure that they are tight. The next job, which is essential for the winter, is get some Vaseline and just smear it on the post. So just get Vaseline. Some people say you need to use dielectric grease and certain types of grease. Yeah, they may be right, but I've always done this and I've never had a problem. So just a bit of Vaseline in there, and it just prevents the corrosion for the winter. So that is just a preventative measure for the winter. This just keeps the air, the salty air and the damp air away from those connections for corrosion. So all it's doing is limiting corrosion for the future. So I'm just going to slide that one back down in, and we're there. When I was cleaning up these terminal posts here with the brake cleaner, spraying in the brake cleaner, I was just using a small wire brush just to agitate the dirt and then spray it off. Looking back at this job, I should have cleaned these connections while the battery wasn't in the car then, because I was spraying all dirt down on my brand new battery. So I would do it that way. Clean up your connections, then fit your new battery. Right, we'll give it a little test. We'll do the alarm, make sure the car starts, but it should be good to go. Right, so I'm in the car now. Oh, that's good. We've got some warning lights on dash, anti-theft system, loss of power. So that's not a problem. We'll get rid of that. It says person hold the power button for more than 2 seconds to enable the system. So that's not a problem. Right, so here's the moment of truth. I've seen the headlights come on, so we'll see if he starts. There. It's a beautiful thing. Absolutely beautiful thing. I've had this warning appear on the dash since replacing the battery. So we'll see how we get rid of that. Anti-theft system has loss of power. Person hold the power button for more than 2 seconds to enable the system. I don't know what the power button is. I'll go do some research. Right, so I think it may be referring to the power button on the radial there. So I've got all the ignition is on. I've pushed the start button there without my foot on the brake. So let's press and hold that power button first. That's 2 seconds. Warning, the driver is responsible. Yes, okay, I'm saying I'm good. So there you go. You may have to do that if you've changed the battery in your Jazz. I nearly forgot. I'm packing away here. Finished the job. Just packing away. Look, so I've just got out that cable tie that was in there, and it just leaves. He's out of focus. Just leaves a hole that you can slide your cable tie through. So we'll push that down on the threads around there, and away we go. So we'll just push that down, look, push him onto the threads of there. He just single down in, and then we'll just get this. And just snip off the tail. And there you go, that loom is where it needs to be. What a nice DIY task that you can carry out on your own at home on this 2017 Honda Jazz. Very straightforward battery change there. Basic tools, what was that, 10mm socket for the main battery clamps. I did check them other ones, the larger ones, just to make sure they were secure on there, and they were 12mm, so basic socket set required. Essential thing you need to take from this, put some grease on the terminals after, just put something on there. People will say you've got to use dielectric grease and certain grease. You could put wheel bearing grease on it. It's just grease. You just want something on there That is going to keep the moisture out of those contacts and stop them corroding. The cost of this battery was £105. I'll get it from a local supplier. He's a smaller shop. I tried to support him because he's a smaller shop, but he's supplies decent batteries. So £105 was the cost of this job, and a little bit of the wife's Vaseline for her lips. Yes. I'll put a link that should appear here now for any other Honda Jazz videos. So if you want to see those, click on the link that's going to appear here now. And if you found this video has been useful and it's been informative, could you please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you next time.